Hello, sorry for taking so long, but here's the second part of my beta walkthrough. Okay, so to begin, I draft the pattern for the cape cowl thingy. And then I cut out the pieces on the lining fabric, which is the purple fabric you see here, and the red fabric as well. I pinned the pieces together and replaced the triangle that will be visible from the front with the red fabric. Sew everything together and make patterns for the black details with masking tape. Then I just sew them on. Then I do the exact same thing for the gold details, and I sew them on along with some gold trim. I make a few of the other gold details with some gold cord as seen here. And after sewing all the details on, I finally start to sew the fur on the top. And yes, my room was full of fur for like a week after this. And sewing even more details on, as well as the tassels. Moving on to the main piece that goes on top of the leotard, I make the pattern, cut it out on the red fabric and my lining fabric. And then I make patterns and cut out the details on my black fabric. Pin them on the red fabric. Then make patterns and cut out the smaller details on my gold fabric. And here it is with all the details sewn on. Moving on to the belts, I draft the patterns for them with masking tape, and I don't have footage of actually sewing them together and adding the Velcro. Whoops. And just drafting patterns for more details. And I don't have footage for making all these details, but I just used 2mm foam for everything and I covered it with gold fabric, or I painted it. And I made a little bow-like white details on the front with some white cord. Moving on to the vision, I just cut out the shapes on some white translucent, what? On some translucent plastic. Then I glue the pieces together to make two of the pyramid-like shapes for both sides of the vision. Oh, and I used wood glue to glue them. In between them, I glue a square piece of plastic on which I painted the electro symbol on both sides. Oh, and I added a bit of purple glitter on the pyramids because I think it looks nice. And it's purple. Then, using 2 layers of 2mm foam glued together, I make the gold border around it, as seen here. Here I have this one and only clip of me working on the hairpin, and I can't really explain it to you properly, so... Anyways, here I'm making the silver details on the bust and the gold details on the collar with some 8mm foam. Mark where I need the edges to be beveled and used my Dremel off camera. For the details on the gloves, I make the pattern with masking tape and I cut the shapes out on 2mm foam and I covered them in gold fabric off camera and later glued them on the gloves with contact cement. Then I paint on a blue gradient on the white tassel I used for the hairpin. And also painted the top part gold. After wrapping my leg with plastic wrap and masking tape and making a pattern for the boot covers, I cut them out on the same black shiny pleather I used on the bust piece and made the swirly gold details with 2mm foam covered with gold fabric. Glued them on with contact cement. Sew on the gold detail on the tip of the boot cover and glue on a red gem. That's all I have recorded, so I'm sorry for skipping over some parts. Thank you for watching!